Oh, why, hello there. And welcome to math class. Got my pencil. I got my iced coffee, so we're set. Hey, what we're going to do right now is I'm going to go over with you the homework from yesterday, from the last lesson, which is pages 727 and 728. We started doing that yesterday. I'm just going to go over and make sure you got the right answers. More importantly, I'm making sure that you can know how to do it. It's not the answers so much. Don't just write down the answers as I say them. You want to know how you got them. Number 2, page 727, 1/3 times 12. 1 times 12 on top, on the bottom 1 times 3, 12 over 3. 12 divided by 3 is 4. Number 3, 1/4 times 20. The answer is going to be 5. 20 divided by 4 is 5. Number 4 is the first kind of weird one we had. 5/6. 5/6. Hard word to say. Sixths. 5/6 times 18. 5 times 18 on top gives you 90 on the bottom. 6 times 1 gives you 6. 90 divided by 6 equals 15. Number 5, 1/5 times 7. You end up with 7 on the top, 5 on the bottom. 1 2/5. Number 6, 2/3 times 14. On the top, you multiply 2 times 14, which gave you 28. On the bottom, you had 3. 3 times 1. 28 divided by 3 is 9 1/3, because you have 9, the remainder of 1. The 9 is your whole number. The remainder is your numerator, which goes into the top one, the numerator, the top one. And then the third goes in the bottom. Number 7, 2/5 times 11. 2 times 11 is 22. On the bottom, you have 5 times 1, so you have 22/5. 22 divided by 5 is 4. Remainder of 2, so you had 4 2/5. Number 8, 12 times 1/6. 6, 12 on top, 6 on the bottom. 12 divided by 6 equals 2. Thank you. Number 9, 13 times 2/13. I'm going to show you a trick now. 13 times 2/13. Okay, it's 13 as we know. You can write that as there. I'm going to make it easier for you. Here's the way you would, the regular way you do it. 13 times 2 is 26. 13 times 1 equals 13, and then you would divide. Bad. Again, haven't figured out a new blackboard yet. Still working on that. On the top you got 26. On the bottom you got 13. You divide that, and your answer is 2. Trick. 13 times 2 on top, on the bottom, 1 times 13. You see that 13 there and that 13th there? The answer is 2. 13 divided by 13, 13 on top, 13 on the bottom, is 1. Should I show you another example of that? Because that was a little weird. 5 times 2/5. Change that into a fraction. 5 is on the top, 5 is on the bottom. Cross them out. 2. You know, remember when we were simplifying fractions and I said if you get a 10 on the top and a 30 on the bottom, you can just scratch out those zeros because you're dividing both by 10. 10 divided by 10 is 1. 30 divided by 10 is 3. You can just scratch out the zeros. You're essentially just saying, I don't need that 10 on top and the 10 on the bottom because that equals 1 and get rid of it. Same thing with this. 13 on top, 13 on the bottom. Get rid of it. Answer is 2. We'll come back to that. Where are we? We're at number 10. 24 times 3/4. 24 times 3 is 72. Divided by 4. 72 divided by 4 is 18. Answer is 18. Use algebra Find the unknown in each equation. Not algebra. They're just trying to trick you into thinking you're learning algebra. It's not. It's just fractions. Number 11. 5 times 1/4. 5 on the top, 4 on the bottom, 5/4. You have to simplify into 1 and 1/4. Number 12. 5 times 7/10. 15 times 7/10. 15 times 7 is 105. 7 times. Let's start this all over again. Okay. 15 times 7/10. 15 times 7 is 105. That's 15. 15 times 7. 10 times 7 is 70. 5 times 7 is 35. 70 plus 35 is 105. The answer will be 10 and a half. Not 10 and 5/10 because you simplified, right? Remember to simplify. Always have to simplify. Number 13, 32 times 5, 6. 32 times 5 is 160. My goodness, 160 divided by 6. 26 with a remainder of 4. 4/6. 4/6 you can simplify because they're both even. You divide by 2. You end up with 26 2/3. Turn the page. Thank you very much. Number 14. Who wants to read that? All right, you, Omar. All right, thank you. Yes, that was right. Arlita is making nacho cheese dip for a party. She needs to make 5 batches. How much salsa will she need? 5 batches. 5 portions, 5 times the recipe. Lots of people coming to this party. Obviously, this was written before the coronavirus. So 5 times. How much salsa will she need? Every recipe you need a half a cup. So you have to multiply 5 times a half. On the top, 5 times 1. On the bottom, 1 times 2. 5 halves. Simplify. 2 and a half. Excellent. Number 15, who wants to read that one? My cat. I'm just going to start going crazy. Maria ate 1/4 of a pizza. If there were 20 slices of pizza, how many slices did Maria eat? Oh, Maria, you ate a lot of pizza. 20 times 1/4. 20 divided by 4, right? 20 times 1 is 20. On the bottom you got a 4. She ate 5 pieces of pizza. That Maria did. Okay, next one drives me crazy. Next one, number 15. Andrew spends 3/5 of an hour every day feeding his pets. How much time does Andrew spend feeding his pets each week? Write an expression to represent the situation. Then solve. All right. Every week, how many days in a week? 7. So you have to do 7 times 3/5, right? 7 times 3/5. 7 times 3 is 21. 1 times 5 is 5. You simplify. 5 goes into 21 4 times. Remainder of 1. 4 1/5 hour every week. Here's what drives me crazy. No one ever measures time in a fifth. Have I ever said to you, in a fifth of an hour from now, we're going to start class? No. A fifth of an hour is 12 minutes. 60 divided by 5. No one measures time in 12 minutes. Andrew? Is that his name? Andrew? Covered my mouth. Andrew spends 3/5 of an hour every day feeding his pets. That's 36 minutes. You don't say that. What fractions do you use when you're talking about hours in time? Half. I'll see you in half an hour, 30 minutes. I'll see you in a quarter of an hour, 15 minutes. No one says a fifth of an hour. If I needed something in 5 minutes, I'm not going to say, hey, I'll see you in a 12th of an hour. You just say 5 minutes. Andrew, stop measuring time in such a weird way. That's what I have to say to you, Andrew. Number 17, which one doesn't belong? Circle expression that does not belong with the other 3. The only thing I can figure out is the second one, because it's written in a different order. It doesn't make any sense. It is. There's no. Why? It doesn't matter, because multiplication, you can move around. 5 times 3 equals 15. 3 times 5 equals 15. So the order of them doesn't matter. If the only difference is that the second one, 18 times 1/3, wasn't written as 1/3 times 18, who cares? Ignore this question. I think it's number 2, but ignore it. Number 18, can all whole numbers be written as fractions? The answer is, of course. How do you write 50 as a fraction? 50 over 1. All whole numbers can be written as fractions. Of course they can. All right, I'm going to end this one, and I'm going to start up the next one, which is today's lesson. So hopefully you all got the right answers. Hopefully, if you didn't, you can look at it and see what you did wrong. Thank you. Bye.